The following program contains mature language. Viewers' discretion is advised. Hey, how's it going? David King here. And sorry I'm not a little bit smaller and happen to be labeled a baller, even though I don't play basketball at all. But if you can't fucking handle swearing, well, I suggest you fucking navigate away from this video and watch some fucking cartoons, because I'm real fucking pissed off right now, okay? Why? Well, just imagine that you, or anyone you love, invested, say, 16 fucking years of their life, most of their free time, while everyone's busy obsessing over sports and things that don't matter. Wouldn't you be a little bit upset if, when people are finally starting to wake up about proven conspiracies, right, that right away, out of the blue, this year, there's all this talk about the most asinine, demonstrably wrong, obviously false bullshit called the flat earth? I mean, seriously, could someone come up with anything more fucking absurd than that? That's coming out with the label of conspiracy theory, but then all of the proponents and agents and PSYOPs and sock puppet accounts out there, and everyone claiming that the world is flat. They got this little catchphrase they say, the world is flat. That's it, that's all they got to say, pretty much, right? But I thought it was a theory. Let's take out the dictionary, just whip out a dictionary, type it into your favorite search engine. You'll find many dictionary websites out there. And you'll see that a theory is something that is not necessarily true or proven, is it? So why the fuck are all you people saying that it's absolutely true, even though it's all pseudoscience? You guys actually have the nerve. It just blows my fucking mind. I've been having nightmares about this shit, so I just need to do this rant and let this out, alright? It blows my mind how you guys use science. You try it, you say like, oh, okay, well, the sun is only 3,000 miles away. Well, how the fuck did you come up with that number? Oh, well, we use sextants and there's no curvature. The horizon's always at eye level, and they never went to the moon. Shut the fuck up! Alright, there are people dying in wars. Real conspiracy. Reality's going on. World War I, II, and the coming third one, because everyone just doesn't give a shit about things that actually matter. We're all funded by the Rockefellers, and they funded both sides of wars, literally proven actual conspiracies that fucking threaten all of our lives. Genetically modified food, aerial spraying, you can deny that all you want, but it's, suppressed free energy technology. Let's focus on that one right now, because they say, oh, when we expose the world being flat, well, we'll expose that there's no scarcity, the live scarcity. Well, sorry, you know what? Scarcity is a lie, because a cubic centimeter of space has more energy than the biggest known galaxy. Oh, sorry, galaxies don't exist, right? We're in this fucking dome, a magical dome, even though a Quebecer from obviously Canada, named Frederick Dion, traveled this year into the center of Antarctica, all right? And he didn't see a big massive ice wall or dome or any kind of bullshit like that. And if you think I'm drinking, just want to interrupt, this is tea. I wish this was alcohol. I really wish this was alcohol, because I'm so fucking fired up right now. I'm tired of this shit. All right, this is our last chance to be able to do something about what's really going on. And all of you people who have fallen for this, or who are knowingly pushing this bullshit, I see you all, subscribing to each other, thumbs upping each other, watching each other's videos. You're all basically making money for each other. If I really just wanted to make money, I'll start making pro-flat earth videos. But sorry, I care more about the truth than making money, all right? So I see you all, just blindly, just claiming that you're open-minded, but you're not open-minded to look at all the reasons why, first of all, it's clearly a psyop, and second of all, the world's not fucking flat. Come on, what the hell? This is outrageously fucked up, all right? And it's shitting. It is a literal turd in the punch bowl of verified, proven conspiracies, man. Okay? I have to put on anger, or else I'm just going to start fucking crying here. You know, people finally started going out in marches, you know, against GMO and aerial spraying and wars and all the real fucking conspiracies that used to be tarred with the same brush as bullshit and just labeled mere conspiracy theory. Sorry, but they're realities. There are some conspiracy theories, mere theories, okay? But, you know, this fucking shit about flat earth needs to go. It is a turd in the punch bowl, and people who care about all of the work that our ancestors have done, struggled and strived to survive, who have fucking died for freedom. Okay, if you're religious, Jesus was one of them. Okay? They have fucking died, and they're rolling in our graves right now, and it's not because of the Coriolis effect. They're rolling in our fucking graves, in their graves, just looking at this shit. This distraction, it's not just a distraction, it's a severe discrediting operation. I woke up this morning, I had a feeling I really should not check my messages on Facebook. I really should not log on because I had this bad feeling, and guess what I fucking saw? The first thing I saw was this guy went out with a fucking bullshit horn in LA and started screaming bullshit about the flat earth. But of course he had to tie in actual conspiracy, saying, look at Agenda 21 and the world government coming. See, what do you think the effect of people is going to be? Eh? When they actually hear this guy, they're going to basically think everything he's saying is bullshit, aren't they? I mean, it's the same thing with the moon landing PSYOP, okay? And that was tied in. It was in the Illuminati cards. It's a very well played card. Both the moon landing and the flat earth are actual Illuminati cards. There's for people who don't know, there's an actual game called the Illuminati card deck. All right? So these cards were very well played, and the effect of people saying, you know, speaking out about, say, 9/11, okay? I've actually had people come to me and say, well, what do you think about the moon landing? Do you think the moon landing was fake too, eh? And at the time, I wasn't quite sure. I was still researching it, but came to the conclusion and saw the proof that it is a clear PSYOP as well, and they're being used in conjunction. Now, the thing is, if you guys, right, really cared about truth, you really want to call yourself truthers, which is, I hate that term, it's derogatory, it's just as bad as conspiracy theorists, right? If you really, you know, want to call yourself activists, right, you would look deep into this and admit that it's a PSYOP, because it obviously is, okay? I've never had one person who you know, has either fallen for the flat earth or are a shill pushing it, trying to make money with YouTube videos. I've never come across one person who has admitted that, you know, saying, holy shit, yeah, you're right, man, it's fucking hell. You know, I admit now that I've been duped, and I'm being a real man, and saying that, yeah, it's pretty fucked up that they're actually going that far to try and discredit conspiracies. And it's got to make you worried, man, because it tells you what the fuck are they planning. This is basically it. They're going to be coming in with world government either this year or next year, because there's a massively funded discrediting operation called the Flat Earth PSYOP, and it needs to be exposed as a turd in the punch bowl for what it is. I've removed most of the shit from the punch bowl, but there still remains a few stains, So I'm calling on everyone who cares about liberty and the truth to expose this flat earth shit. I can't be doing this all the time, you know, covering all this nonsense I come across, man. It's really getting to me now. It's taking a lot of my time. I don't have time for this shit. I need to be working to try and get back home. Okay? Another thing that really personally upsets me about all this shit, okay, is I have given up everything to move to another country to be with someone I thought I could relate with, married her, ended up getting cheated on, used and abused, and I'm just completely fucking miserable here, and I just want to go home. Okay, I made a fundraiser, no one fucking helps me out, but then I go and see these like Jeranism getting funded $1,000 to make some fucking balloon, something that thousands of people have already actually done. You know, I can't fucking handle this anymore. So I want to make this. It's already 10 minutes in. I want to make a, you know, just a short little rant here. Get this off my chest, you know, and just to summarize, to break it down. I can't understand how all these flat earthers, modern day, you know, PSYOP pushers and, you know, people falling for this nonsense can just denounce all science, can just, you know, say all science is bullshit, can't trust it, but then at the same time they try and use science to explain their bullshit flat earth model, which, you know, it's as simple as night and day if you just think about it for 2 fucking seconds, you know? It would be daytime all the time. A couple days ago there was a fucking eclipse. How the fuck can that happen on a flat plane? It can't. I've seen it actually try to be explained in some video, and they showed a model of the sun and the moon, and discs going around, and like at some point they go over each other. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that convergence, the crossover, the eclipse, would only be seen by the people directly under it, wouldn't they? And again, it wouldn't be fucking nighttime right now if it were off. I just, you know, I'm not here to debate and prove that the world's fucking round. That's been done thousands of fucking years ago, alright? I'm here to just let this out, man. I fucking want to scream. I hate this shit. Please. Even if the world was proven to be flat somehow, like we live in some kind of computer matrix, and for some reason people are still able to travel around the world, but their instruments don't show them going in a curve around the disk, you know, even over fucking Antarctica and all this shit, you know. Balloon footage, amateur balloon footage that's not using fisheye lens or not, does not show a massive ice wall, which, you know, you have to have a massive ice wall to hold in the pressure of the ocean, which is immense, okay? All of these things, okay, you know, just don't hold any water. So I just don't understand, man. What is going on? It's like people have lost the ability to think rationally, or it's just like a new fun thing to jump on, a new bandwagon to jump on. It just, I don't fucking get it, man. And if you look at the history of conspiracies that come out and they start being looked into, you know, you see trends of focus on social networks like Facebook and YouTube and all that. You see them just, you know, first it was 9/11, focus, then Sandy Hook, no, sorry, then first Boston bombing, then Sandy Hook. It's just, we need to focus on all of the proven conspiracies and deal with them. Okay, there are people who need to be arrested for fucking war crimes, who threaten our lives, and your children's lives. They're putting, you know, sodium fluoride in the water, which literally burns through concrete. Okay, there are scientific studies which show it reduces brain IQ and causes cancer. All this stuff, you know, Harvard studies, you know, at least 30 to 40 studies on that. You know, aspartame, still all over the fucking place, despite all the studies. I just, you know, I could go on and on about proven conspiracies that threaten our lives. I just want to make a simple point now. Okay? Suppose the world was proven to be flat. shouldn't we deal with the conspiracies which threaten our lives, which have proof, which are more than just believable, there's fucking proof of them, before going around with a fucking bullhorn or a sign or you know, making YouTube videos and talking to everyone about the shape of the planet, you know, saying that it's flat just because it's the new thing, you know? I'm sorry, man, but, you know, even if the world was proven to be flat, it would not be my priority because we got fucking serious things on the, you know, on the table right now, which threaten to fucking kill us all. You know, it's written in the Georgia Guidestones. You got fucking, they want to reduce the population by 80 to 90%, but no, you know, never mind that, you know. Let's just go around saying the world is flat, because that's all that fucking matters now, isn't it? For fuck's sake. God damn, I do really wish this was alcohol, man. I'm just, you know, I'm trying to get healthy, I'm trying to quit smoking, got the patch on. It's probably why I'm real fucking fired up right now. I need to run a mile, you know. I need to just, I can't stand this shit anymore. You guys, man, get real. Get fucking real. Please. Humanity's on the line here. Okay? This is literally our last chance to do something about what's really going on, man, you know? There's so much proof of real conspiracies, you know? Not just theories. Like this fucking flat earth shit. Please, guys. Drop the pride, man. Admit that you're wrong. You know? I mean, I see all these channels on YouTube, Flat Earth, or these people who comment and, you know, try and attack me, and other people who are exposing these PSYOPs and attacks on conspiracy research and activism, and it's just so fucking obvious, you know? All of their activity and interest is just flat earth, flat earth, flat earth, flat earth. Fucking hell, I can't stand it, man. You know, I would pay, if I could afford it, a lot of money just to spend one day without hearing or seeing the words flat earth or Facebook or anything like that, you know? I can't stand this shit. I really can't. I just, you know, so, again, you know, sure, it would be the biggest conspiracy, so monstrous, you know, that they've lied to us about the shape of the planet. Holy shit. Wow. Let's speak about that, and then maybe they'll look into all the other conspiracies when they see that, no, but first of all, it's not true. And they're not going to see that the world's flat, because it's fucking not. Alright? I mean, you know, I keep coming in with these ideas in my head, wanting to give examples of why it's not, but I don't want to waste people's time anymore. It's already been 18 minutes, you know. But I'll just say this. Nuclear fusion could not occur in your little small magical sun. You would also have Mercury and Venus constantly being seen in the sky if the sun was that close. As it's been seen traversing the sun by thousands of amateur astronomers. So, you know, please guys, get real, alright? This is our last chance to actually, this is an amazing opportunity right now, okay? Before the internet's censored, we need to do what these flat earthers are doing, go out with bullhorns, go out with leaflets, go out with fucking, you know, signs, and instead of them making us look absolutely fucking ridiculous and not looking into actual proven conspiracies and just by association, just throwing the baby out with the bathwater, as people do, okay? You need to expose the real conspiracies, please, alright? And just look into how, you know, how so obvious it is that this is a PSYOP. I mean, come on, man. Why now? Why, like, pretty much at the beginning of this year, bang, 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 there's nothing but flat earth talk, you know, everyone I know on Facebook who's an activist has been invited to some flat earth group, and it's just so fucking obvious, man. So I invite you to, if you really want to call yourself an activist and truther, look into how it's complete bullshit and expose how it's a PSYOP. Because once it is exposed as being a PSYOP, well, then people will think, holy shit, look at the extent that the powers that should not be are going to try and, discredit and make us all look absolutely insane, And for all the people who are going to attack me and call me names and judge me and, try and pick at my errors and, I want to just remind you, I care. I care about you, even though I don't know you. You're a fellow human being, okay? Every particle in this universe is connected. So when I've been upset and I've called people morons and I've just lost it, I feel bad, man. Because we're all family. We're all one, We're all in this together, I'm fucking tired of, seeing how beyond absurd it is to see these flat earthers who have children who still obstinately continue to refuse to admit that it's a clear, obvious psychological operation. Because let's just assume that the afterlife is real, not religious, but I have seen a lot of evidence of the paranormal. Are you really going to feel good looking into your children's eyes when you're both dead by World War III or whatever? Of course, nuclear weapons don't exist, but they're still bombs. And I was being sarcastic. That's another PSYOP saying nuclear weapons don't exist. But, how are you going to feel when you're looking into your children's eyes? Whether you die or not. Basically when it's too late, when the internet's completely censored and they've locked us down in this prison planet with the New World Order. And your child asks you, whether it be mommy or daddy, you say, what were you doing when we had our last chance to be able to do something about what's really going on, what was coming for us? Are you really gonna feel normal and good and not guilty, saying, well, I was spending my time trying to tell everyone that the world was flat? Yeah. Are you really gonna feel good saying that? Really? Again, there's no benefit whatsoever to, having everyone think the world is flat, okay? Even if it was. Because the artificial scarcity is suppressed free, clean energy technology. And I'm not talking about wind or solar. I'm talking about 0-point energy. Look it up. It's something that is another thing that's proven, okay? So, gonna sip on my cold tea here and think of if I have anything else that I need to say, but just needed to get that off my chest, just have a proper rant. It angers and saddens me so much. I mean, this is it, guys. This is it. This is our last chance. Are you gonna get real or not? Please, do the right thing, man, Expose the PSYOP for what it is, and at the same time, expose proven conspiracies, okay? Because we don't have enough time to fuck around anymore. The time is now. Peace to you all. The truth shall prevail. The time is now. David King with critical unity.org, over and out.